What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Let's take a small break from all the first impression videos and talk a little more in depth about my second level 30 character, the Witch Hunter. If you do like those first impression videos, keep tuning back into the channel as there'll be plenty more coming in the future. So what are my thoughts about the Witch Hunter in its current form? I gotta say it's been a ton of fun leveling this chick, doing dungeons, and the little bit of PvP I have done was fairly engaging. I want to start by talking about the leveling process. Starting at level 1, you already start to feel some of the flavor this class has to offer. You get a spammable range attack that can be used while moving, and it already sets the precedent that you're going to be a highly mobile ranged machine gun. By the time I hit level 10, I had 3 to 4 ranged abilities, and using Vault to jump around my enemies while impaling them with arrows was a blast. Past level 10, it honestly just kept getting better and better. The stronger gear you got, the more damage you did. Once you got used to the movement and camera positioning, I was routinely pulling 3 to 5 mobs at a time and literally running circles around them as they died. Super fun. I suggest sticking to the ranged aspect of this class more than the melee, just because you can't use heavy armor and you feel a little squishy before unlocking all the class's melee abilities. That being said, it's completely viable to do either all ranged, all melee, or a mix of the two styles while leveling. I gotta say, as much as I enjoyed my Venomancer, the fast-paced, spammy nonsense of this class really appealed to me. Overall leveling experience, I gotta give it an 8 out of 10. After reaching level 30 and unlocking my final abilities, how did the class feel overall? The balance felt pretty much spot on in my opinion. The damage was decent, I wouldn't say overtuned or undertuned, but very well balanced. I'm always more excited to see a class performing at this power level this early on into the alpha. It gives me that much more reassurance that this game isn't going to be a balancing nightmare like I thought it might have been, considering there are 21 fully unique classes. The abilities play into each other very well. All the ranged abilities have a well-structured and clear rotation. The melee abilities are okay, I wouldn't say as exciting as the ranged abilities, but having access to them at any time you need is always nice to have. If you want to play a very well-balanced, high-paced class, you might want to give Witch Hunter a try. So what do I see this class excelling at? In my experience while playing, the most enjoyable time I had with it was in the open world farming monsters. The fact you have access to so many different tools to dictate the ebb and flow of combat into your favor really made me feel extremely powerful and always in control of whatever situation I found myself in. Even though this class is inherently squishy, I never actually felt in danger while killing anything. Even elite monsters 5 to 7 levels above me didn't feel any more dangerous than non-elites of my level. The ability Draining Bolt is an insanely powerful ability that allows the Witch Hunter to easily fight off multiple monsters at once. I have found myself in situations where I had 7 to 9 monsters attacking me at once, and being able to life leech off 4 of them while dashing around like a madman allowed me to survive the fight while other classes might have died. The efficiency of this class is borderline too good in its current state for open world farming, but if this power level persists all the way up through level 60 and beyond, it won't feel super broken, and pushing the limits a little bit is never a bad thing. What does it feel like in PvP? The Witch Hunter does pretty much what you'd expect. It's got high mobility, allowing you to dash in and out of melee combat, switching to range to pick off low life enemies, and being able to escape given a little breathing room. The damage it deals is consistent if you can stick onto a target. It's not a high burst assassin like Starcaller or Monks, and can feel a little weak at times when going against heavily armored classes like Guardians. At level 30, you don't quite have all the tools one would need to feel completely dominant in PvP, but it does a decent enough job and can be quite enjoyable if you aren't going against a completely stacked team. If I were to give the PvP experience a score, I would give it a 6 out of 10 at the moment. It's not super strong, but also doesn't feel super weak either. It feels kinda middle of the road, and if that's what's intended for this class in the endgame, I wouldn't see myself complaining about it too much. Final score for the Witch Hunter at level 30, 7 out of 10. It's on the higher level of power in the open world, felt fun and engaging to play, but felt a little flat when it came to PvP. It's a very well balanced class right now, and if other classes would be around this level of power, I could see this game being the next big thing in the private server scene. I'd love to hear some feedback from some other Witch Hunters out there as well. Let's get discussions going about these classes in the alpha early, so when the public gets their hands on it, it's as good as it possibly can be. And with that, this video is done. Subscribe below for more content. I'll see you in the next one.